Hello everyone, my name is Pengu and welcome to the very first episode of Spin To Podium, a weekly series where a wheel will determine my car, class, and racing series. Using that car, I will then have to go online into Forza Horizon 6 where I will have 3 races to make it onto a podium. Will I be successful or will I crash and burn? Let's find out. Coming over here to my wheel, we're going to have every single racing series that you'll be able to find in Forza Horizon 6's online racing. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a spin and we're going to see what we come out with first. It looks like we're gonna land on front wheel drive only. So the way this one works is that I will get to pick any front wheel drive car in the game, any class in the game, but it has to be front wheel drive. Alright, coming over here into Forza, we're going to go ahead and take our Dodge Viper and we're going to go ahead and drive it all the way over to our house so that we can go into the auto show and pick up our front wheel drive car. Alright, now that we're back at the house, we're going to go ahead and jump into the auto show and go ahead and see what we got available to us. Again, I know there's some cars that could be kind of cool, but I'm leaning away from them because I just think they're going to be too quick. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of Acuras, Fords, and there's the JTAC cars. Let's see what else we got. We got the Mini. We got some Volkswagens. You know, it's going to be a tough choice. And I mean, we could go with something meta like the City, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think that's no fun to just take something uber meta. You know, let's take the Corrado. Let's throw it back to Forza Horizon 1 and take the Corrado. Although I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the stock red, as there's some cool colors I'm seeing here. This purple looks beautiful. So we're going to jump into this purple Corrado, and we're going to see what we can do upgrades-wise. I'm trying to think if I want to take this off-road or on-road. Thinking I might have a better shot if I take it off-road, just because I like my chances off-road, but it is front-wheel drive. I don't drive front-wheel drive off-road really ever. So let's see. Jumping in here to the customization. We got a bunch of different engines available to us. It's some inline 4s and an inline 5. I think we will end up taking this inline 5. Jumping over here to our aero and appearance, we have some fun cosmetic options, it seems. And I think we're going to go with the Odiger? I'm sure I'm butchering that, but we're going to go with that. We're going to toss the small little lipper wing on it. Might as well go Odiger all the way around. Toss that on as side skirts. Coming into our tires. Now there's where we decide how we want to make this car. And I think for this first build, we are going to go for a road build. And I get off-road race tires are the meta off-road, but in spirit of the challenge, I'm going to have to resort to only using sport, street, slick tires if I'm doing a road race. I feel like that's fair. I don't want to cheese the system too much. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go with sport and try and keep this thing in A class. Thicken up our tires. Toss on some lighter rims. Do some engine spacers. Those look nice. Come up here. Toss in. Might as well do the race transmission. Do our drive line. And we are keeping this on road, so we're going to go ahead and toss a race diff on there. Brakes, going to be crucial. Slam the car down. Go ahead and do some roll bars. Might as well toss the chassis in there. We can do full weight reduction, and then we just get to go crazy on power. I'm gonna start with a cam. We're gonna just finish it off with the turbo. Is there anything else I can do here? Flywheel maybe? Can max out our flywheel. That's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be the max for this car to keep it in A class. So we're gonna take this little Volkswagen Corrado all the way up to 547 horsepower, a massive upgrade from its stock 178. We're gonna lose 400 pounds roughly. We're gonna gain a bunch of grip. So hopefully this thing can be a little bit of a menace. All right, we're gonna jump over some tuning. I'm just gonna knock out this tuning really quick, do a quick little montage of it, and then we'll jump back in as we're loading into the first race. All right, loading up into our first race here. I'm hoping this lobby is gonna not be too full of the OP meta cars like the Honda Beat and whatnot, but we'll just have to see. Even if they're in there, we're still gonna have to make it onto the podium, so let's just hope they're not. We load in and there's only 3 people here. In that case, we're gonna have to win the race, because I could come last and get on the podium here, so we're gonna have to win this race for this one to count for our challenge. And off the rip, we're gonna get torched by the all-wheel drive cars that are next to us. And that Cadillac up there is very quick, but I can't worry about him as I have this Alfa Romeo right on my tail. If you run a little bit wide there, I'm gonna keep him behind for now. Hopefully get a better exit out of the corner, and we do. And we're gonna run into the wall there, get a slowdown, and I think that's just gonna cook the race. I mean, I don't see me being able to pull this back, but you never know. We're gonna still try and push this out. The front wheel drive snapped on me, and that's how it's gonna be with front wheel drive. And we're going to need a massive mistake from the 2 in front to be able to claw back this 8-second gap. And that corner is definitely not helping it for me. We're going to fall back to 10 seconds behind. And yeah, it looks like this first race is not going to be challenge completion for us, and we're going to have to look forward to race 2 and 3 to have any chance here. We do end up running a faster time than the Alfa Romeo in terms of lap time, but it's not going to be enough as we did make that brutal mistake, and we were nowhere near the Cadillac. So, on to race 2. Here we go into race 2. We're still only going to have 3 people, so yet again, have to win the race for it to actually count. It is a lot of straight lines. This thing is relatively quick when it gets going in a straight line, but this is going to be a tough one. We're going to get torched off the line by the Viper and the Cadillac. We just got to hope we can reel him in. We are going to reel in the Viper. You can tell right now that the Viper does not have the speed that we do. But that Cadillac is long gone. Although that Viper, I'm sure, is going to come sailing right back by us through these corners. And despite my best efforts, I mean, this one just seems gone. I mean, I don't think there's any world I'm catching that Cadillac. He is so far up the road. We are pulling away from the Viper behind. I think he's running wide and scraping the walls here, but I just don't think this is going to be enough. Because we're approaching our top speed here, and that we're losing distance to that Cadillac. Again, with there only being 3 people, it's not going to count. So we're going to have to go on to race 3, where we can hope that either we get a better track or the Cadillac makes a mistake. Loading up into race 3 here. Yet again, only 3. And we're starting in the back. We're going to give it our best go, but this is going to be tough. That Cadillac's all-wheel drive is just blasting him off from the start line. I'll run a little bit deep here into the snow. Definitely not where I want to be, but I can't lie, it doesn't feel like it matters that much in terms of winning this race. The Viper in front of us is going to run a little wide, take out some fences, as we're going to run a little deep into that corner. We're going to see if we can reel in the Viper a little bit here. We are going to get a lot closer, but with these turns coming up, I imagine he's going to start to pull away again. This car runs a little deep. Really struggling with the front wheel drive mechanics of trying to turn, but also get some gas down to like actually accelerate out of the turn. It's just not something I'm used to, you know. Mainly drive rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive cars, and when you go to drive a front-wheel drive car, after doing that, it's a completely different game. And so it is really hurting me here as we are trying to chase down this Viper. And it looks like we're going to be out of luck. Try to go for the shortcut. Don't get it. And we end up coming 3rd there. So it looks like we're going to fail our first attempt at Spin To Podium. Unfortunately, in our very first attempt, we were going to be unsuccessful as the front wheel drive was just too much to try and deal with. Could have maybe built the car into a different class, tried a different type of racing, maybe done dirt. But I think ultimately it was going to be a struggle no matter what. And so with that, I'm going to have to sign out. See you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.